Hello, you lovely people. Welcome to your very own kitchen adventure. Learning to cook a few simple things is one of the best skills you can ever have. It's not about being a fancy chef with a tall hat, not at all. It's about feeding yourself, your family, and your friends with good, honest food. When you know how to cook, you are in charge of what goes on your plate. You can make things that are healthy, delicious, and so much cheaper than buying food that's already made. It's a real game changer, I promise you. This is your first step to becoming a food hero in your own home, and I'm here to help you get started on this brilliant journey. Think of cooking methods as your superpowers in the kitchen. Each one does something a little bit different to your food, changing its taste and how it feels in your mouth. You've got boiling, frying, steaming, roasting, and grilling. They sound a bit technical, but trust me, they are super easy once you know how. Learning these basics will open up a whole world of amazing recipes and dishes. You'll be able to cook everything from a simple boiled egg for breakfast to a fantastic roast chicken for a Sunday dinner. It's all about giving it a go, not being afraid to make a few mistakes, and having a bit of fun along the way. This guide is here to show you just how simple it can be. We're going to break down each method into easy, bite-sized steps. No long, complicated words, I promise. We will talk about what each method is, what food works best with it, and why it's a great tool to have. We'll also chat about how to stay safe, because a happy kitchen is a safe kitchen. The goal is to get you feeling confident and excited. You don't need any special gear, just a few basic pots and pans and a big dose of enthusiasm. So, roll up your sleeves, wash your hands, and let's get stuck in. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty, let me tell you a little secret. The best cooks in the world all started right where you are now. They learned the basics first. They learned how to boil a potato, how to fry an onion, and how to roast a lovely piece of veg. Cooking is a journey, not a race. Every time you step into the kitchen, you learn something new. You'll discover what flavors you love and how to create them yourself. So let's start this brilliant journey together. Your kitchen is waiting for you to work your magic, and I know you can do it. Let's cook. First up, let's talk about boiling. This is probably the easiest method of all. Boiling just means cooking food in water that's really, really hot and bubbly. You put your food in a pot, cover it with cold water, pop it on the stove, and turn up the heat. When you see big bubbles coming up fast, that's boiling. This method is brilliant for things like pasta, potatoes for mashing, eggs, and lots of vegetables like carrots and green beans. It makes hard food soft and ready to eat. Boiling is a healthy way to cook because you don't need to add any fat or oil. It's a proper kitchen classic for a reason. Now let's talk about safety when you're boiling. That hot, bubbly water is no joke, so you need to be careful. Always use oven gloves or a tea towel to handle hot pots and pans. When you drain the water away, pour it slowly into the sink, away from your body, so you don't get splashed by the steam or hot water. And never ever leave a boiling pot on the stove all by itself. Keep an eye on it to make sure it doesn't bubble over and make a mess. A little bit of care means you can boil your food safely every single time, no problem at all. Next, we have boiling's gentle cousin, steaming. Steaming is a lovely, delicate way to cook. Instead of putting the food right in the water, you cook it in the hot steam that comes off the boiling water. You can use a special steamer basket that sits inside your pot, just above the water level. This method is absolutely fantastic for cooking things like fish, chicken breasts, and delicate vegetables like broccoli, asparagus, or spinach. It keeps all the goodness, color, and flavor locked inside the food. The food comes out tender and moist, which is just beautiful. It's another super healthy option too. Just like with boiling, you need to be safe with steam. Steam is incredibly hot and can give you a nasty burn if you're not careful. When you take the lid off a pot of steaming food, always lift it away from your face. Let the steam escape to the side, not straight up at you. Use your oven gloves to handle the hot steamer basket. Steaming is a wonderful skill to have, and it makes your food taste so fresh and vibrant. Give it a try with some lovely green veg, and you'll see exactly what I mean. It's simple, healthy, and really delicious. Right then, let's move on to frying. Frying means cooking food in hot fat or oil in a pan on the stove. This is how you get things lovely and crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. Think about a perfectly fried egg with a runny yolk, or some sizzling onions and garlic to start a beautiful pasta sauce. You can fry sausages, bacon, mushrooms, and so much more. There are different ways to fry, like shallow frying with a little bit of oil, or deep frying with a lot of oil, but let's stick to the basics. A little bit of oil in a good pan is all you need to get started. Safety is super important when you're frying because hot oil can spit and splash. Never fill your pan too full with oil, especially if you're deep frying. A third of the way up is plenty. Always add your food to the pan gently. Don't just drop it in from a height, as that will make the oil splash. Keep a lid nearby just in case the oil gets too hot and starts to smoke. If that happens, turn off the heat and cover the pan with the lid. And please, never ever put water on a pan of hot oil that's on fire. Just turn off the heat and cover it. Now, for one of my favorites, roasting. Roasting is all about cooking food in an oven using dry heat. This method gives food a wonderful golden brown color on the outside and makes it incredibly flavorful. It's the magic behind a perfect roast chicken, crispy roast potatoes, and sweet caramelized vegetables like carrots, parsnips, and butternut squash. You just toss your food in a little bit of oil and some seasoning, spread it out on a baking tray, and let the oven do all the hard work. Roasting brings out the natural sweetness in vegetables and makes meat juicy and delicious. It's perfect for a big family meal. When you're roasting, the oven gets very hot, so always be careful. Use proper oven gloves on both hands when you're putting things in or taking them out of the oven. Ovens can be over 200 degrees Celsius, so you really don't want to touch any part of the inside with your bare hands. Open the oven door fully and pull the shelf out a little bit to make it easier and safer to get your tray. Let your roasted food cool down for a few minutes before you serve it up. Roasting is a fantastic way to cook for a crowd and fill your home with the most amazing smells. Last but not least, let's talk about grilling. Grilling is a brilliant way to cook with intense heat from above or below. Most ovens have a grill at the top, which is like an upside-down barbecue. It gets super hot and cooks things really fast. Grilling is perfect for getting a lovely charred flavor on your food. It's great for things like sausages, burgers, steaks, fish fillets, and vegetables like peppers and courgettes. It's also a fantastic way to melt cheese on top of a dish to make it bubbly and golden, like for a cheese on toast or a pasta bake. It's a quick and fairly healthy way to cook. Because the grill gets so hot, you have to be extra careful. Always keep the oven door open a little bit when you're using the grill, unless your oven's instructions say to close it. This lets the heat escape and stops things from getting too smoky. Never walk away from something you're grilling, because food can go from perfectly cooked to burnt in just a few seconds. Use long tongs to turn your food over so you don't have to put your hands too close to the heat. And remember, the grill pan and handle will be extremely hot, so always use your trusty oven gloves. So, there you have it, you lovely lot. Boiling, steaming, frying, roasting, and grilling. These are the 5 basic cooking superpowers that will let you cook hundreds of amazing, tasty meals. You now know how to make food soft with water, how to make it crispy with oil, and how to get it beautifully browned in the oven or under the grill. The best way to get good at these is to simply practice. Don't be afraid to start small. Try boiling an egg or steaming some broccoli. Then maybe fry some onions for a simple sauce. You'll be amazed at how quickly you learn. Remember, cooking should be fun, and it's all about giving it a go. Your kitchen is your playground. Put on some music, get your ingredients ready, and enjoy the process of turning simple things into something delicious. Always remember your safety basics. Be careful with hot water, hot oil, hot steam, and hot pans. Look after yourself in the kitchen. Now get in there and start cooking. You've got this. I can't wait to see what you make. Good luck and happy cooking, everyone. You are all brilliant.